Hi guys, my video today is about observation and non-reaction. So when I say observation and non-reaction, I'm talking about the skill of being completely centered and grounded in the face of unsavory behavior and actions of other people. In other words, when the people around you, regardless of what context you are, maybe you're with family, maybe you're with friends, wherever you are, there will be people whose behavior is very toxic, and the way they act, think, speak, everything that they do just makes you feel really negative and almost like scared and threatened because you're so like different from them and they're just living on such a different planet, and you're just looking at this person and you're like, oh my god, what are you gonna do next? Like what? Like, I really just don't understand you. What planet have you come from? And sometimes the behavior towards you specifically can be quite unfair. Like maybe someone that it like targets you and throws like toxic energy at you for whatever reason. Like usually they're jealous or insecure. They've got, each human being has got like 10,000 issues, like insecurities and jealousies and blah blah stuff that happened in their childhood. Who knows? It could be anything. But basically when we're faced with this kind of behavior, and let's say that someone's behavior is genuinely unfair towards you, because that happens sometimes as well. You haven't done anything to upset them, you're just being you. I mean, sometimes it's when you're being your best self, you're being your best, most amazing, genuine, authentic self, and some people will throw this kind of toxic energy at you for whatever reason. So usually when we are in this kind of situation, our first reaction is to retaliate. Maybe say something back, get all fired up, and like have some kind of reaction, some kind of throwback, something. And I think there's a couple of reasons we do this, and like obviously the first reason is self-defense. It's our fight or flight instinct that kicks in, and our defense mechanism. We're like, okay, no, how dare this person do this to me? How dare they say this to me? I'm not gonna lie down and take this. I have to say something back. I have to, let them know that they can't do this to me. And I think secondly, we retaliate to prove something, because we're trying to prove that we know what they're up to. Like it's almost like you say something, you get back at them to like prove that, hey, you're not getting the best of me. Like, look at me, I know everything you're up to. I know what you're all about. You may think that you're so clever, but I know what you're up to. And I would suggest that although this is like our first reaction, I would suggest that the moment you get sucked in and pulled down to their level and you react on their level, you have lost. I mean, the moment you have moved from your center and you lose yourself, the moment you lost yourself and you said something that made you feel really gross, you're like, oh my god, I'm not this kind of person, this is not how I talk, I just did it because they provoked me. The moment you act in a way that's unauthentic for you, you have lost, because it'll make you feel sick to act in a way, to talk in a way that's not you. And that's just like you getting uncentered from your place of power, and don't let them do that to you. Just don't meet them at their level. And so in a situation like this, I would suggest to just observe as if you're observing something from like really far away. So you see in this video, there's that building right at the back. It's like that, there's a few buildings right at the back, but you see right like where the river is bending, and there's buildings like on the curve. on the other side of the bank. So yeah, observe as if you're observing something that far away, and you're like deep within your center, and you're observing something that's that far away, almost like you're watching a drama from behind some kind of glass screen, and you have no investment in it, and you have no incentive to engage at all, because you're like, this drama is going on and I have nothing to do with it. Even if the person is throwing drama at you, and trust me, even if, you know, trust me that there's nothing you can do to change it. There's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do, like no kind of retaliation, no kind of explanation, no kind of nothing will change this person. But your energy should be focused on staying in you, staying within yourself, staying extremely centered. Just be in a place of observation and do not react. Because at the end of the day, if you observe, you'll get to know like the true character of people. I would almost say like observe from such a distance that the person doesn't even realize that you know what they're up to. Because at the end of the day, your life is about like using your instinct, your natural talents, your natural ability, your survival skills to be able to fulfill your dreams and your vision. And getting sucked into someone's negativity, negative situation, getting sucked into situations that make you feel out of control and desperate is just a distraction. It's a distraction from where you're going. So when something like that happens, refocus, get extremely centered, and just observe. And if you observe and you're able to determine the true character of some people, then you're better able to navigate next time, because you know the person and you haven't retaliated, you haven't stirred up any bad energy from your side, and you have more knowledge now. You processed it, you internalized it, you've got knowledge. You're like, okay, this is who this person is, this is who this other person is, this is what their dynamic is, this is what it means for me, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm not gonna do under any circumstances, this is what I'm not gonna say, this is who I'm not gonna trust. This is where you have to be thinking. That's the level at which you should be like processing what's going on around you, because the second you engage, you're gone. Boom, gone. So don't engage, stay in your center, use the information around you to your best interest, assuming that your best interests are positive for you and for everyone around you, and are focused on helping you accomplish your goals, as opposed to like bringing someone else down or whatever. So yeah, that was just my thoughts and feelings on this topic. I mean, there are a lot of people around you who already have the skill. It's just that when we're not on that level, we don't recognize it. And then when you do get to that level, you're like, oh, this person in my life is actually very calm and observant and like very centered, and even they're aware of all this negative stuff going on around them, but they just like stay calm through it, and it's nice to like see those, kind of like learn from those people. So yeah. Oh yeah, and one more thing I wanted to say was, if you want to get better at this, then you should do this meditation. I think it's called Vipassana meditation, or look it up. It's also I think it's also called choiceless awareness. But basically the style of meditation in which you just sit and you just observe the like feeling the sensation of the moment, and you close your eyes and you let everything just happen around you. And when you get like thoughts and feelings and whatever comes up inside you, grief, thoughts, feelings, fear, the worst fear in the world that makes you sick, let it come up and just watch it. Let it be there. Don't engage in it. Don't judge it. Don't try to make it go away. Don't be afraid that it will manifest, my spiritual friends. Don't fall into that trap. Um, just watch it, and it will literally pass like a cloud. It'll all pass. Like, everything will pass like a cloud, and then you engage back into the moment. And honestly, it will help you so much. It will help you so much. Okay, I hope this helped to any extent at all. Love and light from me. Bye.